I don't own rights to this music. It's on YouTube. PC. Very motivating. Now I'm turning it off. I was trying to put on 96.1, but they still talking. And I wanted to play something. Anyway, to get the move right. Hello, everybody. Hey, Facebook. Everybody around the world. New Jersey, a wonderful day. And I think that's hosting and keeping the job done. The signal might go in and out in different locations because, I'm riding down one of my favorite streets, which is Pacific Avenue. And, it's one block from the boardwalk. And be able to at you because, I just have a wonderful Dodge, but it ain't a 1925. So I don't have all those wonderful gadgets that you guys have. Anyway, I wanted to come on live first. My name is Robin Woodfield, and I'm with the Healing House Life Center Church, and we operate a vending location here on one of the hottest areas in Atlantic City, which is on Atlantic Avenue. And we look forward to helping people with groceries to fight food insecurities. Donald Trump is putting a lot of tariffs on the communities, and not only the communities, the states, and around the world. Around the world, Donald Trump is putting a lot of tariffs, especially for small businesses. Small businesses have a hard time here in this community, and I fight very hard to operate and keep our business going no matter what. No matter what. So I wanted to come on first. I'm going to be talking about that. But my main thing is, I wanted to tell people that, yesterday, you don't know what's going on behind the scene with bleepers and that, bloopers, whatever they call it. It's a lot be going on in back of the scene. That's why people want you to subscribe to them. And I haven't even had a chance to put that signal on my page about subscribing for a financial gain, because $5, $10 helps around the world. It helps. If somebody give you $5, you ain't going to say, I don't want it. So, so the prices are high, and it's wonderful to be able to see different ones on the platforms doing that thing, type of thing. I ain't come on to talk about that, but my main thing is, my first thing is I want to give a shout out to my husband, Rufus Woodfield. Last night he had his electrolyte levels went down, and I need to find out what the potassium, when we got to the emergency, the potassium level was pretty low. And I'm going to tell you something, when you have a low potassium, you have, the body is made up of potassium and sodium, so it affects your heart. And so, with that being said, your rhythm goes if it goes high, if your potassium is too high, or if it's too low. The normal is like 3 something. I think it was 3.5 or something, I remember. But I'm not sure. Look it up. But I know it's in the 3s, but his was at a 2. And so we just trying to find out how that went. Gave him some mag. When I left yesterday, I made sure he was all right, because I didn't care who said I was leaving. I had to make sure he was all right. So he had that level, and so when I left, they gave him a IV bag of potassium in the ER, and then the level came right back up, so they didn't have to give a second bag. So that was cool, because they were thinking about giving the second bag. And then he called me and said they didn't have to give the second bag, they took it down, because potassium burns. It does. It burns when you go in your arm if you don't put saline, run it with normal saline IV. It always burns, especially in your hand, so they kind of use the arm because it's bigger veins. Anyway, yeah. So, and everybody know you got to be in the stay overnight. It was an overnight stay, and I'm on my way back to pick him up now. And so, but everybody know that when you have a lethal injection, or if when people give you a lethal injection, or they up on death row, and they have to shoot potassium in you, that's the way you go, with a lot of potassium. So you got to be on a slow IV drip in order to get potassium when it drops. You can't be home. You got to go to the hospital, and they got to put you on a slow IV drip. And sometimes that IV drip has to run for 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours. Very, very slow, because if they shoot it like they shoot it with somebody that is getting a lethal injection, or on death row, it'll take them out of here. That's how serious potassium is. Low potassium, when you exercise, it causes cramps in your knees and all kind of stuff. So you got to watch your potassium levels, and make sure you drink, eat stuff the right way. Your diet got to be right. So we're working on those things. We're working on clean, healthy habits, and we're working on things. So I'm going back to pick him up. Another thing I wanted to mention is about falls. 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 If a person have a fall, whether they're a senior, adult, or baby, it affects the heart. Falls affects anybody's heart. That's why they had to run CPK levels. When you go to the hospital, they run CPK. I'm doing this off the top of my head. I ain't seen them do that. I mean, I know they did it, but I didn't ask them. I'm just knowing that in my career. So falls is very important, because they run CPK levels when you go to the hospital, because it affects your heart. And Rufus had a fall. He had a fall last Saturday. The last time we rode our bike on the boardwalk. And I listen, I got to tell him, because stuff ain't safe out there for seniors. It really isn't. You got people running up and down the boardwalk, and riding electric bicycles and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I came back on for. I really came on for that. Shout out to AAA and all those wonderful people. You got people, we live on the boardwalk, and people, you go out during the day, they riding all these motorbikes and all that kind of stuff. And he had a fall, and it's on film. It's on film on the boardwalk that he had a fall on last Saturday. Did he report it? No. We didn't call to report it. He got up, he thought he felt better. So when he went in, thank God they Shore Medical Hospital, and also Shore Physicians Group is one of the top Shore hospitals around here. I have to say that, because when he walked in, they immediately took him, just like if he was, because he didn't go for potassium level. He didn't know it was like that. He went because of the fall. And so, we did everything we could at home, because it started getting worse after a few days. And he went on out to, y'all see him at the location down there. He went on his birthday, and he started feeling good. But later on, he wasn't feeling well. And so I was so grateful. I said, let me go ahead and take him, because I want to see what's going on. Well, he had to be admitted, and it did affect the heart, that fall. And so I wanted to come on live about that, because some things you can't keep undercover. It needs to be in the public view so people can hear that, And so, when Friday, when he had that fall, it actually affected his heart, So I just, I really feel like that, because and the doctors also was saying about falls as well, because that's what his complaint was. Anyway, let me get off of that. So I'm so grateful he's well. I'm grateful. Oh, they ran a CAT scan instead of a chest X-ray or head, and a CAT scan from top to bottom. It's from top to bottom, head to toe. and told him what was wrong. Thank God there was no fractures in the head. There was no fractures and stuff like that. And I was so grateful because he is a thin guy and he's also 70 years old. And whoever want to laugh and grin, don't laugh, because guess what? It might be your turn the next time. So don't laugh. Let's straighten it out as a community. Some of those electric bikes and stuff, we had found out that those electric bikes wasn't on the boardwalk. And I remember that petition was raised. But now they run up there like they crazy. They run up there like they crazy with bicycles and acting nuts. And then when you got, thank you so much. When you got professionals that's doing it, it's unbelievable. Thank you. You got professionals up there that's supposed to be up there to help out. They doing the same thing that the other people doing. I'm trying to get this up. The same thing. Just a minute. Give me a little time here. I ain't in one of y'all said I could touch the button and it goes right up. But I'm going to make this happen. Yeah, so... they do the same thing that the other people doing. You riding around. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this up. So I kind of got this one up. I did it. So I can get some of the noise out. So you got all these professionals that were businesses that on the screen down the boardwalk running their commercial ads, and you see them on the boardwalk. People owning trolleys and all that kind of stuff, tripping on the boardwalk. So hopefully we can get this resolved and get it done the right way, so things could iron out the right way. Some things are not being done like they say they are being done on the boardwalk of Atlantic City. So I didn't come on for that. I came on because my husband got hurt out there and it affected his heart, and thank God he ain't break nothing. Now, this is what I'm going to do. This is going to be the end of this video and live show, and then I'm going to cut it back on for the next one. I want this to stand like this because it's very important that everybody know what's going on.